Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Friday, December 30th, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. Also, check out our perks and join the High Stakes membership. Joining the High Stakes membership is easy, is cheap, but it will help a lot in the growth process of this channel. Plus check out our Patreon in the link down below if you want access for our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our betting picks, we have 9 games to get into, so make sure to watch this video till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comments section below. Orlando Magic vs Washington Wizards. The Washington Wizards, 15-21, will be going for their 4th consecutive win when they face the Orlando Magic, 13-23, on Friday night. The Wizards are coming off a 127-102 win over Phoenix as 2.5-point underdogs. The Magic are coming off a 121-101 loss to Detroit as 1-point favorites. The Wizards have won 4 of their last 5 games and 2 of their last 3 road games. They are playing very well offensively, scoring more than 120 points per game, while making over 52% of their field goals in their last 3 games. Their offensive rebounding has been very good, which will give them more scoring opportunities, and they did a good job protecting the ball in their last 3 games. The Magic aren't very good defensively, and they played worse in recent games, giving up more than 120 points per game in their last 3 games, so expect them to have a hard time slowing down the Wizards. The Magic have lost 3 of their last 5 games. They continue to play well offensively, especially at home where they are scoring more than 113 points per game. They don't rebound the ball as well as the Wizards and won't get a lot of extra scoring opportunities against them. They've also been careless with the ball, which will lead to easy scoring opportunities for the Wizards, who averaged more than 7 steals per game in their last 3 games. Even though the Wizards have struggled defensively, they are playing well at the moment, holding their last 3 opponents under 110 points per game and won't have trouble slowing down the Magic, so go with Washington to cover the spread. Our team pick is Washington Wizards. Atlanta Hawks vs Los Angeles Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers will be looking to snap out of their losing stretch when they travel to Atlanta on Friday night. Los Angeles has lost 5 of its last 6 games, falling to Miami in a 112-98 final on Wednesday. Atlanta is in a rut as well, having dropped 3 of its last 4 games following a 108-107 loss to Brooklyn on Wednesday. Los Angeles is a team that I want to completely stay away from right now, especially with Davis sidelined. The Lakers are getting big numbers from James, but it has still not been enough to stop them from losing 5 of their last 6 games. More importantly for bettors, they have failed to cover the spread in 6 of their last 7 contests. Atlanta should be getting a huge boost on Friday with the anticipated return of Young, who is the team's top scorer. The Hawks tend to play very well on Friday nights, covering the spread in 8 of their last 9 tries. Los Angeles does not have enough defense to slow down Young, Murray and Collins, especially with low morale right now. Our team pick is Atlanta. Toronto Raptors vs Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns and Toronto Raptors meet Friday in NBA action at the Scotiabank Arena. The Phoenix Suns have lost 4 of their last 5 games. The Toronto Raptors have lost 7 of their last 9 games. The Phoenix Suns are struggling to win games as of late and have dropped 6 out of their last 8 games on the road. Unfortunately, they continue to play without scoring leader Devin Booker, and Cameron Johnson, 15 ppg, remains questionable. It's been a busy road schedule for the Suns as this marks their 2nd game in 3 nights on the road. Furthermore, the Suns are giving up a barrage of points. They have squandered an average of 120 points in their last 5 games, including 127 against the Wizards in Wednesday's blowout loss. The Raptors are playing better recently, beating the Knicks and a strong Cavs team within their last 4 games. Our team pick is Toronto Raptors minus 2.5 points. Milwaukee Bucks vs Minnesota Timberwolves. The Minnesota Timberwolves head to Milwaukee to play the Bucks on Friday. Minnesota is coming off a 119-118 loss to the New Orleans Pelicans on Wednesday. Milwaukee, meanwhile, is coming off an overtime loss to Chicago to extend their losing streak to 4. Milwaukee is back at home, which is why I like the Bucks here to not only win, but cover the spread. The Bucks are a completely different team at home, while defensively they are solid and without Towns, the Timberwolves' offense is not the same. Milwaukee is also 17-15-2 in covering the spread, while as a home favorite they are 12-5, while Minnesota is 3-7 against the spread as a road underdog. Even with Middleton out and Holiday questionable, the Bucks' offense still has too many weapons for the Timberwolves team who has struggled as of late. Milwaukee should also be able to limit Gobert down low with Lopez and Portis, as Gobert has been a huge part of their offense and rebounding. Our team pick is Bucks -6 points. Chicago Bulls vs Detroit Pistons. The Detroit Pistons hit the road on Friday to take on the Chicago Bulls. The Pistons are coming off a fight-marred victory over the Orlando Magic on Wednesday night, while the Chicago Bulls come in after a huge overtime win over the Milwaukee Bucks on Wednesday. Both teams are on the outside of the playoff picture looking in currently in the Eastern Conference. Despite their win on Wednesday, the Pistons are struggling with a 1-9 mark in their last 10 games. The Pistons have won just 9 games this season and have really struggled without Cade Cunningham's presence in the lineup. Chicago, despite playing without Caruso and losing White, are in the midst of a good run as they hope to return to .500. Look for the Bulls to give the Pistons a heavy dose of the red-hot Darazan and attack the interior of the Pistons' defense. The Bulls have been able to knock down over 11 three-point field goals per game during this current streak and now are facing the 18th best 3PT defense in the NBA. Look for the Bulls to continue their current streak with another win. Our team pick is Bulls -7.5 points. New Orleans Pelicans vs Philadelphia 76ers. This Friday, the 2013 Philadelphia 76ers will travel to New Orleans, LA to take on the 22-12 New Orleans Pelicans. Tip-off will be inside the Smoothie King Center. These two teams have not matched up this season, but I am still expecting a battle in this one. The 76ers are coming into this game after falling to the Washington Wizards 116-111. They struggled on the defensive end of the floor as they will have to get more stops in this one if they want to challenge the Pelicans on the road. New Orleans is entering this matchup after defeating the Minnesota Timberwolves 119-118. This one came down to the wire, but the Pelicans were able to squeeze out a win. They will have to stay aggressive in this game if they want to defeat the Sixers at home. I am going to stick with the home team and I am going to lay the points, -2.5. I see the Pelicans being the better team on each end of the floor as they will score consistently throughout and lock down on the other end. According to dunksandthrees.com, New Orleans has an adjusted offensive rating of 114.7, which is the 8th highest rating in the NBA. The 76ers have struggled against top teams and they fell to the Wizards in their last outing. They will struggle in this game as I don't see them efficiently scoring enough points to cover this spread. Philadelphia is only scoring the 21st most points per game and the Pelicans have the size down low to make it difficult for Embiid. They will challenge him every time he gets the ball, which will hurt the 76ers offense. New Orleans also has the second lowest adjusted defensive rating and they are holding their opponents to the second lowest three-point shooting percentage. They will defend on the perimeter and in the paint as they won't allow the Sixers to score enough points to cover this spread. The Pelicans are sitting at the top of the Western Conference standings for a reason. Our team pick is the Pelicans and lay the points, -2.5. Denver Nuggets vs Miami Heat. This Friday, the 18-17 Miami Heat will travel to Denver to take on the 22-12 Denver Nuggets. Tip-off will be inside Bowl Arena. These two teams have not matched up this season, but I am still expecting a battle in this one. The Miami Heat are coming into this one after defeating the Los Angeles Lakers 112-98. They looked great on both ends of the floor as they will have to stay aggressive in this game if they want to challenge the Nuggets on the road. The Nuggets are entering this battle after falling to the Sacramento Kings 127-126. Denver collapsed in the final seconds as they let this game slip away. They will have to be better on both ends if they want to take care of business at home. I will be sticking with the home team in this one and I am going to lay the points, -5.5. The Nuggets are the better offensive team and they are 12-3 at home this season. Denver is scoring the 6th most points per game and they have the 3rd highest adjusted offensive rating, according to dunksandthrees.com. Miami will continue to struggle and the Nuggets will slowly pull away throughout this game. The Denver defense should be able to lock up as this Miami offense has continued to struggle this season. They are scoring the least amount of points per game and they have the 26th highest team shooting percentage. They will miss open shots throughout this game and the Nuggets will slowly pull away. Jokic is also playing on another level right now as I don't see Miami being able to stop him. He will also get his teammates involved as the Heat will struggle to consistently shut them down. Denver can score from anywhere on the floor and they will be highly motivated to bounce back after their loss to the Kings. Denver is the better overall team right now. Our team pick is the Nuggets and lay the points, -5.5. Golden State Warriors vs Portland Trail Blazers. The 2022-23 NBA season goes on with a 9-game Friday slate, and we are taking a closer look at the Western Conference showdown between the Portland Trail Blazers and Golden State Warriors at Chase Center in San Francisco, California. Portland and Golden State lock horns for the first time this season, and the Warriors aim for their 4th straight victory over the Trail Blazers. Golden State misses Stephen Curry, shoulder, and Andre Iguodala, hip, while Andrew Wiggins, groin, illness, is questionable to play. On the other side, Portland cannot count on Justice Winslow, ankle, and Nasser Little, hip. After allowing 143 points at the Brooklyn Nets, the Warriors have won 3 games in a row, while holding their opponents below 110-point mark. If Andrew Wiggins remains on the shelf, the Warriors will chase points in front of the home fans, and I like their chances to keep it close against the Trail Blazers. Portland is 1-4 SU and ATS in its last 5 outings on the road. The Trail Blazers have surpassed a 110-point mark just once in that stretch. They'll continue to lean on 3-point shooting, and I'm not sure that's a good recipe for a victory over Golden State. Our team pick is the Golden State Warriors ATS. Sacramento Kings vs Utah Jazz. The 2022-23 NBA season continues Friday, December 30th, with the Utah Jazz taking on the Sacramento Kings in the Western Conference showdown at Golden One Center in Sacramento, California, and the tip-off is set. Utah and Sacramento start their 4-game regular season set, and the Jazz shoot for their 9th consecutive victory over the Kings. Sacramento opens as a small 2.5-point home fave, with a total of 239.5 points. Domantas Sabonis is playing through a fracture in his thumb, and the Kings desperately need their best frontcourt player on the floor. Over his last 9 games, Sabonis has averaged 21.8 points, 15.8 rebounds, and 7.0 assists, and I'm expecting him to dominate Utah's fragile interior defense. On the other side, the Jazz will look to take advantage of Sacramento's 3-point defense. We should see a tight battle between a couple of bad defensive teams, and I'm backing the Kings to win and cover. Sacramento won't take a ton of shots from downtown. The Kings will attack the rim and try to exploit Utah's bad defensive rebounding. The Jazz are 28th in the league in defensive rebound percentage, whereas Sacramento paces the NBA in this category. Our team pick is the Sacramento Kings -2.5 points.